Hello, Kickstarter. Today, I want to tell you a little bit about how the title came to be. The Chimera of Prague was originally called A Chase After the Wind. It's a quote from the Bible, and I've been thinking about that since I was probably 21 years old, probably while I was still at MIT, thinking about that title. I applied it to this book. It's an obsession with a woman. I did some research. I found out that there are several. There's probably 9 or 10 different books that are already called A Chase After the Wind. So I needed a new title. So I went on a little bit of a search, and I just wasn't coming up with anything that hit. I looked for inspiration, poetry. Wallace Stevens in particular. It's a poetry book that my mom left me. It was a poetry book that she got while she was at Fredonia State College. She took a poetry class. Turns out several of the books that I've cherished over the years were from that class. Not surprisingly, I was sitting out on the back deck, just out here, thinking about what the title should be, and kind of daydreaming, fell asleep. The book was resting on my chest, and when I woke up, I just thought, okay, look down. Bottom of the page, word is underlined in the poem called Sunday Morning. There it is, Chimera. So I look it up. It has dual meanings, which is perfect. It's exactly the kind of thing that I love. On the one hand, it means beast. In Greek mythology, a chimera is a fire-breathing female with a lion's head, a goat's body, and a serpent's tail. And on the other hand, it means illusion. Those two meanings work great for what I'm after. That's how the title came to be. My mother, as a 19-year-old, maybe she was 20 years old, college student with a ballpoint pen, she underlined it, and all these years later, I find it, and it fits perfectly. It's the first thing that I see when I wake up from my small nap. That's how the title came to be. A little inspiration, letting me know what to look for. So stay tuned. I'm going to tell you more of these kinds of stories. I've got more stories about how my mom reached into my life and helped me get this book going. As I'm recording this, we're running another reader poll. Which restaurants should be included in Prague? So I'm asking especially my Prague expats from the late 90s to give us an opinion on that one. More polls on the way, more chances for you to interact. I also wanted to tell you on the Kickstarter page, so far we've got a couple of experiences out there to add some more reader experiences. There's a bunch of locations in Western New York. Imagine going with me to some of those locations, seeing them firsthand, and then ultimate reader experience. Imagine going to some of the places that are in the book with me in Prague. So that's a big one. That one's coming. I want to get it just right, just like everything else in this book. Thank you, supporters. I'm so grateful. I'm humbled by the response. So thank you, and more to come. Stay tuned.